Welcome to Adam's Family Pursuits.
From crafting to castles.
From beach walking to hints and tips.
Many things to share.
Join us on our pursuits.
Exploring new things.
And revisiting the old. We've come down to Bigsweir Bridge today just to do a little visit, and we have some flooding. Had a lot of rain yesterday, and this is overflow from the River Wye. This road here goes to the north, which, yep, there's not really a road there right now. Lots of flooding. And Peter paddling. Let's go and have a little walk up to the bridge and see what's going on up there. Here we've got the River Wye, a little bit flooded. Just a little bit. It's extremely cold today. Oh, and by the way, it's Christmas Eve. I thought we'd come out for a wee stroll and just show you the river at its full flood. Well, a reasonably full flood. Sorry about the wind noise. I haven't got one of those fluffy doodahs. It's a beautiful day. Calm before the storm, I believe. I think we're having some more rain tomorrow. Let's have a little look down here. Well, I don't think the sheep are going to be grazing down there today. It's going really fast, the river. Really pushing through. I'll be attaching this video to a video when the river's not flooded. As you go downstream, that's towards Tinton, which is another story. Well, here we are again, a few weeks later since the flooding parts of the video that you saw earlier. River's still in good full flood. I'm stood on the bank on the English side, and across the river is Wales. There's big lumps of wood floating down the river. It's going pretty fast. Oh, we have a tree over there going down. Wowza. That's actually flowing faster than I can walk. gracious me, that's a big lump of tree going down there. Anyway, I'm moving on as we do. I'm stood under my brolly because it's raining, but I just wanted to give you some history on the bridge. There's no village at Bigsweir. The bridge is about 600 metres upstream from a fishing weir and a ford at a place called Bigsweir, which is close to Bigsweir House. According to Sir Joseph Bradney, the weir, one of many of ancient origin on the river, was named after and was the father of a 7th century Welsh bishop who retired to Llandogo. Recorded early spellings of the name include the elegant cast iron road bridge was built in 1827 as part of the new turnpike road constructed up the lower part of the Wye Valley between Chepstow and Monmouth. The bridge connects the English and Welsh sides of the river with an abandoned but recently restored toll house, which is just over here. We'll have a look at that in a mo. Which is actually on the Welsh side. The bridge comprises of a single arch of 50 metres or 55 yards for those who don't use metres, and was designed by Charles Hollis of London and a cast at Merthyr Tydfil. A pair of stone flood arches were added at each end, some years later, doubling the length of the bridge. And as you can see, Peter's walking down there. He's just over here, but the arches are both sides, that side and that side, and then 2 over there. Because of its narrow width, modern traffic using this road is controlled by traffic lights at either end. Bigsweir Bridge became a Grade 2 listed structure in 1998, and the bridge was repaired and strengthened and repainted in 2010, leading into 2011. Let's take a little stroll in the rain and we'll have a little look at the river. On the other side of the river, I don't know if you can see the buildings over there. That's basically a private fishing club where people park up and they come along the river and fly fish when in season for salmon. And some of the salmon that's come out of this river have been huge, massive big salmon, and very tasty, I might add. I have actually eaten salmon from the River Wye, very tasty. And as I said, the river's running really fast and it's very muddy because we've got flooding upriver. I keep seeing flashes of my brolly, I'm really sorry, but it is it is raining and I wanted to come out for a walk, even though it's lockdown at the minute, just to get some exercise and to show you guys some not quite so local but local interest. Through the trees just in there is Bigsweir House and Estate. The Bigsweir Estate on the Gloucester side of the weir was originally part of the lands of the Bishops of Hereford before the freehold passed to Thomas Catchmay in 1445. It remained it remained the main seat and estate of the Catchmay family for several centuries. Still just see it over there. Bigsweir House itself was built around 1740 by William Catchmay. It is a building of 2 stories built of sandstone with a symmetrical 5-bay front. Additions were made to the house after it passed to James Rooke in 1805. The estate was enlarged by the purchase of woodland, and the house itself was refurbished with rich internal decoration, including panelled rooms, elaborate cornices and architraves. Further extensions were added in the 20th century, and the house was used during the filming location in the 2019 TV series Sex Education. We wanted to know that. Bigsweir House is a Grade 2 listed building and was added to the register in 1954. As there's no sunshine today and it's piddling down with rain, we get a thumbs up instead. Back to the river, and at the beginning of this video I showed you the flooding. Couldn't get down here because the flood water was quite high. So below my feet is the tide line. So if I just scooch down a little bit, tide line to the river, let's count the paces. Are you ready? So here we go. I'm right at the top edge of the tide line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And I'm at as close as I would like to get on the bank. I'm at the top of the bank and the water is down there. So if I turn around and I can show you, that's the tide line where the water was deposited, the flood bits and bobs. So yeah, so the river rose quite considerably, and that was one reason why we couldn't come down here before. So I was just walking from the deposit line of the tide line, and we went all the way down to the bank, and there was another, well, in front of me probably another 7 or 8 feet down to the river surface. So as you can imagine, those trees were underwater over there, and that dirt bank to the flood arches was completely underwater. So I'll just have a little squiz at the flood arches that we got over here. I'm gonna have to excuse the car noises because they're going over the bridge at the moment. So these are the flood arches that were put onto the end of the bridge. Just a bit of a rainy day walk in the woods. So just taking a wee pause on the forest track, and just to show you these stones with all the moss. Absolutely beautiful. I love mossy stones. Well, mossy rocks I should say, because they're all across here. But let's just pause a moment and just listen to the sounds that we can hear. Really can't beat the sound of the birds in the woods, and as spring approaches they get a lot more active and a lot more chatty. Take a little gentle stroll up here. Shouldn't think we're going to stay out too much longer as the rain is getting heavier. I have a brolly, but poor Pete he likes to be a typical guy and not have a brolly. He's just wearing a jacket and hat. But I'm afraid, cramping my style or not, walking in the rain without a brolly is a fool's errand. Oh, messes up my hair. I don't know if you can see down between the trees. That's the River Wye down there. Very dirty white coffee colour. And as you can hear from the rain on my umbrella, it is still raining. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed the video again today. Please like the video because that helps us get out to the rest of the YouTube world. Subscribe so that you don't miss any more of our videos, and share with your friends. and let them come along on some adventures with us. Hopefully when lockdown is lifted, we'll be able to go out some more and go further afield. Alrighty, we'll see you next time.